What's up, guys? Creosop here. We're here with I guess this should be a rant video. Anyways, this is class. It's about Classroom of the Elite, episode 5. Um, Honestly, I really didn't have problems with season two's adaptation like many other light novel readers did until this episode. Like this episode is probably the worst episode so far that the anime has produced. This is including seasons 1 and 2. Well, actually. Uh, I guess episode 7 might have been worse of season 1, but yeah, this episode was just straight bad in all different types of ways. Animation was terrible. I think my main problem is, like, honestly, I'm not one of those light all readers that really likes to complain about, like, the anime skipping over stuff, because I understand some stuff is going to be cut, like, all the conversations aren't going to make it, some important scenes are going to be cut, but literally, it seemed like everything from Volume 5 was cut from the episode. Like, this episode rushed through so much, like, all of the main sports festival events were cut, or either they were shortened, like, Horikita and Ibuki's race, which this is a spoiler warning for people who have only watched up till this episode. This will include spoilers for all the way up to Classroom Elite Volume 7.5, which would basically probably be at the end of the season, but I really hope they don't try to squeeze 7.5 in this season, but honestly, they probably will. But yeah. Anyways, they cut Horikita and Ibuki's race from this episode, which was important in showing basically their rivalry, their sort of relationship, along with races like the main character, Ayana Koji. Like, they basically cut everything, like every race, like showing them holding back all that type of stuff, which I know they're probably saving up for next episode, which is other like new shit. Can't talk because this episode is so bad, but anyways, other light novel readers know, which is Ayana Koji versus Manabu, the race where Ayana Koji basically shows off a little bit to the school what he's somewhat capable of, at least speed-wise. But yeah, hopefully the animation's good, because honestly, all these episodes that are outsourced, the rooftop scene better be phenomenal. Like, I won't even accept just good as the standard just because they've outsourced like 3 episodes so far. Though, really, like episode 1 looked okay. The only episode that actually looked good to me was probably episode 3. I really didn't even have a problem with episode 2, but episode 5, you just got a whole bunch of different types of awkward scenes, shots, and stuff. It's just weird. But yeah, everything was cut, like, including Ryuen's plans. Like, it makes Ryuen look less competent. Like, honestly, I guess anime onlys can sort of see that Ryuen sort of knows what he's doing, like his schemes and stuff, but it could have been much better. Like, they cut exactly what he was doing to Pseudo. Like, they showed a glimpse of it, but it wasn't enough in my opinion. Like, how he was scheming, like, playing dirty, like, I'm pretty sure in the light novel he like slicked oil on his headband so nobody could really grab it as easily. But yeah, they skipped that. They skipped the scavenger hunt. They even animate like Horikita run into the girl. They just cut to it randomly, and it was like, really, you could animate them getting ran into each other, which this honestly has me worried for the rest of the season. Because, honestly, like I said, first 4 episodes, the stuff they cut, I didn't really have a problem with. Like, they skipped volume 4.5, but honestly, besides the pool scene, which they already fucked up in season 1, that volume wasn't really too important for me to be mad about. Like, the whole thing with Katsuragi and his sister literally seems to not be brought up in the series again at all, besides maybe one instance, so it's not really that important for the anime to include. Like, obviously it should have included it, but I wasn't really too mad about that. It was really just the pool scene, but like I said, episode 7 where they replaced K with Horikita, they already fucked that up, so yeah. Trying to figure out what else to say about this trash episode. Like I said, animation is just who, like, I don't know what the plan is for the rest of the season. Like, honestly, I believe Volume 5 should have been at least 4 episodes instead of the 3 it's getting. Like, in my opinion, if they had to cut corners somewhere, it could have been Volume 6. They could have made that, like, 2 episodes. Like, in my opinion, it should have been, well, really, in the perfect adaptation, Classroom Elite season should be at least 20 episodes to 24 episodes long. But if we're going by this 12 to 13 episode format, they should have done 3 episodes for Volume 4, 4 for Volume 5, maybe 2 for Volume 6, and then 4, 3, 4, 7, 9. Then 4 for Volume 7, which honestly, 4 for Volume 7 might not be enough. But honestly, I'm hoping they don't adapt Volume 7.5 at all. But I have a feeling they probably will with Episode 13. And Volume 7 will probably be 3. Like, probably 3 episodes long. Which, oh boy, they're going to cut a lot from the rooftop scene and a whole bunch of other important stuff like Kiyotaka talking with his father, his whole confrontation with his father, stuff like that. Like, honestly, the best animated part of this episode is honestly probably the confrontation between Ryuan and Horikita. That's probably where that outsourced company spent most of their budget on, because everything else was, like I said, I'm not even the type to even really complain about this type of stuff, but yeah, they cut a lot. And I mean a lot. Like, most of the events were cut, showing like Kei and her group doing something, showing what Horikita was doing, like Pseudo was doing. Hopefully, this episode doesn't cut too much from Pseudo and Horikita's conversation, but honestly, I'm not even too hopeful at this point, because, yeah. Anyways, I guess that's all I want to say. This is Creosop signing off. Peace out. Never mind, I lied. I'm actually back again. This is the last thing I'll talk about for this video, but they completely botched the conversation between Horikita and Anakoji and Kushida completely, basically explaining that Kushida is really at fault for why her and Horikita don't get along. Basically, her saying, it's really that has nothing to do with Horikita, it has to do with me, which would explain a lot for future volumes, but hopefully they, I guess, try to fix it in the next episode when Horikita has a confrontation with her and Ryuan on the rooftop next episode. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, okay, now I'm gone. Peace out.